So you've been thinking about it, right? How do you take those incredible, vibrant flavors of African cuisine and get them into the huge American market? It's a massive opportunity for sure, but man, it can seem complicated. Well, today, we're going to break it all down into a super clear, practical roadmap. Let's get into it.
Okay, so you've got it. That perfect spice blend your family loves, an amazing sauce, maybe an ancient grain that you just know people are going to fall in love with. The product itself, it's ready to go.
But here's the real question, isn't it? How do you get that product from your kitchen into the shopping carts of customers all across the US? That's the big puzzle we are going to solve together right now.
Passion is the fuel. It's what gets you started. But a plan is the car that actually gets you where you're going. So consider this your vehicle, a simple 4-step strategy to take you to your destination.
Here's the game plan. First, we're going to figure out exactly who you're selling to. Then, we'll pinpoint where to find them. After that, we'll nail down how to talk to them. And finally, we'll put it all into action. Simple, clear, and really effective.
All right, first things first. Step one is all about defining your customer. And listen, you can't sell to everybody. Real success starts when you know exactly who you're talking to. This is the absolute foundation of your entire business, so you gotta get this right. Now this is super interesting. Your audience really breaks down into 4 main groups. First, you've got the diaspora. They're looking for a taste of home, and for them, authenticity is everything. Then you have the food explorers. These are the trend followers, always looking for the next big flavor. Next up, the health-conscious crowd. They want superfoods, natural ingredients, and things like that, which, hey, so many African foods already are. And finally, B2B, we're talking chefs and grocery stores who need a steady, reliable partner. So which one of these sounds like your perfect customer? Maybe you start with just one, or maybe you build a different approach for each. Okay, so once you know who you're looking for, the next question in step 2 is pretty obvious. Where are they hanging out? Let's go find them. You've really got to think about 2 different battlegrounds here, the online world and the offline world, and you need both. Online is where you create the buzz and build a community, but offline, that's where people can actually touch, taste, and smell your product. The 2 have to work hand in hand. So, let's zoom in on your online playbook. Look, video is everything right now, so you need to be on Instagram and TikTok showing off delicious recipes and telling your story. You should also join Facebook groups. A lot of them have days where you can actually promote your stuff to the perfect audience. And for actually selling, platforms like Etsy and Amazon are amazing for niche foods. Oh, and make sure when someone Googles Nigerian snacks near me, you pop up. Now for the offline world. This is all about hitting the pavement. I mean, literally walk into African grocery stores with samples in hand. Set up a booth at a local farmer's market. Americans love discovering new things there. You have to be at cultural festivals. They are total hotspots for customers. And of course, pitch your product directly to local chefs. They're always on the hunt for unique ingredients. So you know who your customer is, and you know where to find them. Now, for step 3, what do you actually say to them? This is all about turning your product into a story that they'll actually connect with. This is so important. Don't just tell people what your product is. You have to tell them what it does for them. Does it save them time? Make them healthier? Does it give them an authentic taste of home they can't get anywhere else? That's the benefit. Let's take Fonio, for example. You're not just selling a grain. No way. You're selling health. It's a gluten-free ancient grain, and you're selling convenience. It cooks in 5 minutes. See how powerful that is? A busy, health-conscious American gets that message instantly. Or look at hibiscus, what many of us know as Zobo. The message isn't just, it's a sour tea. It's an antioxidant-rich herbal tea. It's natural and caffeine-free. This is a perfect example of how you position a traditional product for today's wellness market. And for something like suya spice, connect it to something Americans already know and love, a bold African barbecue seasoning blend. All of a sudden, it's not some intimidating foreign ingredient. It's an exciting new way to do barbecue. Genius. All right, let's pull this all together. We've got the who, the where, and the what. Now for the final piece, step 4, the how. This is your get started guide to marketing. It really comes down to these 4 things. 1, build a brand people can't resist. We're talking great packaging, a compelling story, beautiful photos. 2, work with influencers who already have your audience's ear. 3, use targeted ads to find the right people with laser precision. And 4, make it super easy for them to buy from you by being in the stores and on the websites they already use.
And hey, you don't need some huge celebrity. Micro-influencers are gold for food products. Look for African-American food bloggers, chefs in the diaspora, wellness influencers, anyone whose audience is a perfect match for you. Honestly, one authentic post from the right person can be a total game changer for a small brand. Now, when it comes to ads, you gotta be smart. On places like Facebook and Instagram, you're targeting people based on their interests, like they're foodies or part of the diaspora. But on Google, you're targeting their intent. You're finding people who are actively searching for something right now. You're answering their direct question, like buy African spices or where to buy fonio. Both are super powerful, they just work differently. And there you have it, a complete roadmap to get you from a great product to a solid plan. Let's do one quick final recap of the framework we just walked through. Just remember these 4 steps. Define who you're talking to. Find them where they are. Craft a message that hits home. And then execute with a focus plan. That's your recipe for success.
But at the end of the day, just remember, this isn't just about selling a product. It's so much more. It's about sharing your culture, it's about creating connections, and it's about telling a story through flavor.
So the real question I want to leave you with is this. When a customer in America takes that first bite of your product, what story is it going to tell them? Think about that, because that, right there, is the heart and soul of your brand.